Dead ass. Burden of the State by Benny the Butcher. 10 out of 10. Yeah, no, 9 out of 10. Because of that one song, I was like, no, 10 out of 10. Because even then, that song that's like, and to me, this motherfucker still rips it.
You just, I don't know what to tell you. And I don't know what to say. You love some Benny the Butcher, bro.
Like, to me, he's a standout out of those 3. 4 if you count Armani Caesar, who has bars. And she's like the only chick in the group. If she is in the group or affiliate, what have you. Like, regardless. Like, he's a standout. And the reason why he stands out to me, because it's a bit of a compare and contrast between him and Conway the Machine, his cousin. So, where Conway, all of his lines are clever as shit. Yes. But he is also like, it's like a prolific type of barrage of rhyming he does. Like, he's just outright bullying the beat. Whereas Benny, this nigga preaching to you, low key. Like, it don't sound like, well, what he said don't sound like preaching, but how he spit that shit, he sound kind of like a like one of your old heads that's dropping knowledge on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I've never felt related to cooking bricks in my entire life. I don't cook or sell drugs. Like, that's not my deal. That's not my bag. But goddamn it,
you suddenly turn into Alejandro Sosa.
Hey, I listen to that shit and I start boiling up the water in the motherfucking pot real quick, dog. Like, I gotta go down to the kitchen real quick to boil a pot. I don't know why, but I just gotta.
Yeah. That sounds like how I feel when I play Rick Ross sometimes. I'll be like, oh, let me go get some.
That's another thing about Benny. Like, his word choice is so poignant to the point where what he's spitting, you like, damn, this shit sound dope. But then you actually listen to what he's exactly saying, and you like, holy shit, this is profound as fuck. And not even like profound as fuck, like, you know, from a philosopher's point of view, but it's profound as fuck to the point where, like, you know that he was into the whole drug game and, you know, gang shit. However, he also is showing not a remorse, but understanding what he learned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a confidence in that sense that, like, he know what the fuck he's spitting. Then not only does he know what the fuck he's spitting, but he knows the right words he want to use to articulate what he's spitting.
Dope, that sounds dope.
He raps his ass off, and the nigga that raps his ass off.
I want to ask you a question, but you like really happy about talking about Benny the Butcher? So I feel like if I ask you this question, well, I know it's gonna make you mad, and you're probably gonna go on a rant. But the only reason I want to ask is because someone asked me about this the other day, and it's about wrestling, and the conversation, of course, started talking about Hogan. So I was like, well, you know, I see why people don't like Hogan because of everything that has happened with him and his racist past or whatever. But me, I like Hogan because I just like Hogan, but I just can't really get down with Hogan as heavy as I used to. Like if a Hogan match was to come on WWE Network, I watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not searching for Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm watching an old episode of WCW Nitro and Hogan comes out with a promo and it's part of the episode of the story, I'll watch it. But I'm not sitting going like, oh yeah, I have to watch the whole Hogan collection or a movie, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, well, what would you think it would take for people to actually like Hogan again? And I was like, well, from my honest perspective, I don't think, depending on the person, I don't think nothing Hogan can do can make people like him again. Like you have to actually forgive him and actually want to like him again to have that kind of viewpoint. So I was like, I know one person I could ask that would probably tell me that he'll never like Hogan again, and not even think about ways he possibly could like Hogan again. So with that being said, Carlos, what miracle in lane 2 would it take for you to like Hogan?
Well, Kenny, first and foremost, you saying again insinuates that I liked Hogan in the first place, which is
no, I didn't say again. I said Hogan.
No, I mean when you were speaking of the example, you said you knew a person that you could pitch this to, and I knew it was me that you had in mind, and you were saying that could make him like Hogan again. I'm like, what is this again you speak of?
Lord.
I've never liked Hogan. I rooted for Andre the Giant in WrestleMania 3 when I watched it, and to my dismay, he ended up losing. It might have kicked off my hatred for Hogan in the first place. I hated Hogan in NWO. I hated Hogan when he had that little whack-ass heel turn before NWO. I hated Hogan when he was Mr. America, even though he had some funny-ass moments as Mr. America. It was because Vince McMahon made them funny as shit. Hulk Hogan has all of 4 to 5 moves in his entire moveset.
I mean,
3 of them are punches, one of which is a leg drop. Then not only that, he's a ripoff of Billy Superstar Graham.
See, now here's my question. What makes Hogan different from Roman Reigns? You pretty much just described Roman Reigns.
No. Stop right there.
You pretty much just described Roman Reigns.
I most certainly didn't.
There
are similarities, sure. I'll give you that.
You most certainly did.
Same amount of moves in the move set. Yeah, I'll give you that.
You described Roman Reigns.
No, I didn't. And I wish you'd stop repeating that so I can explain myself.
I mean, all you're telling me is the similarities. So you
all right, allow me to explain, right? What did I say about Hulk Hogan again? Oh, I hated just about every gimmick up to this point for Hulk Hogan. Well, I hate Hulk Hogan still. I actually like Roman Reigns now. That's one difference right there. Second of all,
no.
Don't you know me?
No. You described Roman Reigns.
No.
Liking and not liking has nothing to do with what you described. So that's not a point.
No, it does. No, it isn't.
It's not.
Yes, it does. It sure does.
It does not.
Because again, I didn't like Roman Reigns, but now I do like Roman Reigns. I didn't like Hulk Hogan. I still fucking hate Hulk Hogan. That's just one difference, though. Again, the similarity of moveset, that's fair. Now, Hulk Hogan is a ripoff of superstar Billy Graham. What exactly is Roman Reigns a ripoff of? Lie to me and say The Rock because he's not as charismatic. So that argument is moot.
Listen, you just
Like
described,
described
Roman Reigns.
No, I did not.
Roman Reigns has his own.
You want me to badly describe Roman Reigns as similar as Hulk Hogan? Yes, I will give you the fact that there are some similarities. However, they are not similar enough.
They are so. He has his own little hulking up. Granted, it may not be a long sequence, but
listen, if you want to stick with the moveset as your argument, of course you're going to win the argument because you're just going to beat me to death with that same argument.
It's the same thing that you're arguing.
Meanwhile, I had 3 examples, and you're only using one as one set of an argument. Meanwhile, I have 2 that I can still die on that hill on. And yes, the first point does count because it's a matter of whether I like them or not. That's how we started this debate, correct?
Listen, that you just described Roman Reigns. You described him. It's the same thing. He got the same push. He just beat Braun Strowman, somebody he shouldn't have beat.
But did I though?
You did.
Did I really?
Yes, you did. You very much did so. It's okay.
I'll bet I did, Kenny. All right.
Yeah.
If you don't like Roman Reigns, you don't like Roman Reigns. That's fine. You don't like things. You like terrible gimmicks. So that's gimmicks. You hate Roman Reigns, but you are a huge honky tonk man fan.
I'm not a huge honky tonk man fan. I just like honky tonk man because
you think the honky tonk man is the greatest intercontinental champion of all time, and I absolutely
said it.
Dislike you for that opinion. Might add.
I mean, he said it. That's what I'm just telling you what he said.
Well, he's not right. Just because he said it doesn't mean he's correct.
Wasn't he like the longest reigning Intercontinental champion?
That don't mean shit.
Why don't it?
Who did he beat? First and foremost,
a lot of people.
Again, who did he beat? Third of all, how many matches did he even have during that title run?
Didn't he beat Ultimate Warrior one time?
Who?
Ultimate Warrior. Didn't he beat Ultimate Warrior?
Kenny, the Ultimate Warrior shouldn't have even been in the title picture in the first place, if we're being honest.
What? You don't like the Ultimate Warrior now?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying he shouldn't have been in the title picture in the first place.
Well, he was.
Because he was volatile as fuck behind the scenes. Like, I'm just calling it for what it is. You don't put somebody with, like, a problem to run the company. Unless you're Jeff Hardy. I don't have the buzzer yet. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, the Ultimate Warrior, honestly, then not only that, the Ultimate Warrior runs less longer matches than Hulk Hogan can. He should not have been a champion in the first place, Kenny.
Is that so?
You had a bodybuilder as your champion. Yes, his moveset is more vast than Hulk Hogan's, but still nonetheless limited because it's a bunch of press slams and body slams, Oklahoma slams here and there, and then you have the Ultimate Splash. Ultimate Warrior's matches didn't last any longer than 2 to 3 minutes usually, except for that one time against Bret Hart. And boy, was he gassed.
Listen, all I'm saying is you describe Roman Reigns.
Also, Roman Reigns can run a long match. Hulk Hogan cannot.
Can he run a long match?
Yes.
Can he really?
Yes, he can.
Have you seen him run a long match? Or have you seen him catching his breath for periods of the long match to do a spear and a drop kick and a Superman punch?
Sure, but was he gassed throughout the entire match? No.
Yes.
No, he was not. At no point.
I've seen him gas throughout the time. I mean, it's hard to be gassed throughout the time match when you stopping every 5 minutes.
Oh, that's match pace. You gotta chalk it up.
Oh, now it's match pace. So why can't Hogan be doing match pace?
Because Hogan doesn't have long enough matches to have a match pace, Kenny.
Why can't Hogan sell being gassed?
You know, and I.
He could have been selling being gassed.
You are full of shit.
I've seen Hogan run an Iron Man match.
When?
That 02 run when he came back. He was in an Iron Man match.
When?
He did it with Shawn.
Oh, that's why.
But he still did it.
No.
It counts.
No.
It counts, and he wasn't gassed. It counts.
No. That, which is why I said when Ultimate Warrior had that one match with Bret Hart, same energy. Same exact energy, only for 60 minutes rather than 10 minutes. Kenny, man, there's no bones about it. You just simply don't like Roman Reigns, and that's fair.
You just described him.
I'm not describing Roman Reigns. I am describing Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Sid Vicious, who else? Ryback. Let's see.
Roman Reigns.
No, not Roman Reigns. Kenny, shut up. Stop trying to insist that is Roman Reigns. It's not.
Roman Reigns.
Accept it and move on.
John Cena.
Tatanka.
John Cena.
John Cena is a fair. No, well, John Cena actually has a vast move set. He just doesn't like using it.
Roman Reigns.
Oh my God. Let it go, Kenny. You lost the argument.
I didn't lose anything. Just because you don't like him don't mean you didn't describe him. Everything you did was Roman Reigns.
Your argument is you described Roman Reigns. That's literally
he even had a little whack heel run.
And shame you for thinking you described Roman Reigns as your argument automatically wins the argument.
You did. You pointed out how they were similar and you described it. It's not my fault. You did it.
That's not what I did, Kenny.
That's exactly what you did.
That was your takeaway. That's not my fault. I explicitly separated the differences between the two. However, you ain't trying to hear that shit because it don't fit your agenda.
I did hear. I am hearing it. I'm just telling you that don't make sense. Because
Kenny, you're technically a racist. Like,
and
you're not hating on black people, but you're hating on Roman Reigns.
I ain't hating on black people.
And the difference is night and day, sure, but I'm just saying the mindset you have.
Ain't no mindset.
Your mindset is very 4chan about Roman Reigns. Let me tell you.
You described it, and you described him.
Okay.
It is what it is. You did it. You talked about the moveset. You talked about everything.
Only
difference is people didn't love Roman. People hated Roman now, and they still hate him.
Some people, you hate him. People like him now. People think Roman's badass now. People think the Tribal Chief is cooler than the big dog. However, you don't. Why? Because, again, you think the Honky Tonk Man is the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever. You are a huge Jeff Jarrett fan, Kenny. I can't take you seriously. And
I'm not a huge Jeff Jarrett fan.
Like this. I just simply can't. You've trolled me out of taking it seriously.
If you say so.
This is the monster you created.
Is it really?
It is. It really is. I can't stress this enough. You want to hot take your way into laughter, and I'm just using it against you at this point. The chicken coming home to roost, Kenny.
Ain't no chickens coming home to roost. You described Roman Reigns, bro.
I didn't. Shut up.